Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Dr. DeChavo. I'm the creator of pathophysiology at SUNY Poly. And I wanted to do a little overview because we have a new learning platform. So it's D2L, also known as Brightspace. It's really not that bad. You guys will be okay. Okay. So right now I'm at Course Home. I've signed in. I get to Course Home. And then pretty soon you'll see this video as an announcement, okay? And it'll be posted there. I do announcements every week, if not more. Some people get irritated with them, but I do them for a reason. I'm trying to help you. And if you come down here further, there's little widgets. All these widgets are actually in the course content, which is where I post everything. One of the coolest things that's new is that you have everything right here on this upcoming events. This is so cool. And I bet you if we click on it, yeah, it takes us there. Okay, it's not open yet. Anyway, okay, so you'll see in D2L, there's a lot of places where you could click on the same thing. It is going to lead you to the same area. There I am. Hello, that's me. Okay, and here's my little welcome video, or welcome introduction and video, I should say. And then there's announcements down here as well, if you'd like. Back up, Course Home is where it will bring you content. Is going to have the nitty-gritty of stuff that I have created. This is the only thing that I don't like about D2L. I'm going to try to make it so it looks as if you will see it. Okay. So when you come in, I feel like this is a little bit wonky, but this is what we have to work with, okay? You'll get used to it after a while, and if you don't, just keep poking at things until you find it. But under content, I have the notes, the videos will be under here, okay? And also directions, syllabus, etc. I'll have this welcome video here, okay? So you can always kind of grab it if you have another question. This is just overview of the course material. Me, okay, can read about me a little bit. The book, actually, good thing. You can totally get this off Amazon cheapo, okay? I know the bookstore has a few copies, but you can absolutely look around. Unfortunately, it's out of print, but I like it. I like the information in it. So that's what we are sticking with for now. Okay. Health and history form, I'm sure you have that all taken care of. Please make sure you have all of that information read and taken care of. Okay. Syllabus. All right. So we are completely asynchronous. If you need to meet with me, we meet by Zoom, and I will have office hours online where you can just pop in and ask questions. Course objectives, text we went over. Here's the breakdown. There's 3 major exams. I have a schedule for you already and weekly quizzes. You also have 1 big case study, which we're trying to present a little bit differently. The rest of it is, that yada stuff. Kind of a breakdown of weekly work and whatnot. You can read through that on your own. If you need accommodations, please let me know as soon as possible. Okay. Here is the weekly schedule. So this is really, once you get used to the course, content is really where you're going to end up most of the time. I have this little post here. This is all my material I created. You cannot post it online. If you do one of those study guides where you make quiz questions or whatnot, please just make it private, okay? The weekly schedule, and we will blink, and it will be Christmas or the holidays or whatever it is that you celebrate, and it does go terribly quick. But here's a weekly breakdown, and most importantly, I have the dates and times of exams and content. Exam 1's up to including neoplasm. I'll show you that in just a second. It opens Wednesday at noon and closes Thursday at noon. Okay, we give you a 24-hour break here. Exam 2, we have the same information in the final as well. I didn't put the quizzes in there because there's quizzes almost every single week. Okay. Case study rubrics. We're trying something new this year. We used to break it down over different weeks and it got a little confusing, honestly. So we're going to run it week 11 and 12. That's right after your second exam, but a little bit before finals, and it gives you a little time to get into the material. So I thought it would be helpful to do it all at one time. Apologize for it loading. It's taken a long time. Okay, I will show you somewhere else. Oh, this is the actual grid of the case study information, but I have the directions somewhere else, okay? If you like the grid, there it is. Okay, I'll show you the case studies in just a minute. I want to keep going through this content. Supplemental material is all just a supplement. You don't need it. I have some audio files that I made if you'd like to download them. Okay. And then my YouTube links I've put into a Word document. If you want to take those links with you, I actually do hide them because I've had some nasty things posted on there. Bots get on there and they post things in your comments. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Now, at that point, then you start to move into the weekly work. And moving down, you can see some directions about what you should be doing. Every week sort of has the same rhythm. You're going to print the notes. I'll show you where those are in just a sec. Watch my lecture videos. Take the quiz. You could also read the book if you get the book. Some people like the book, some people don't. Okay. Take the quiz. All quizzes will open Friday by 4 a.m. and close Monday at noon. Okay. These are the PowerPoints. This is the video. I know some of them are getting old. I'm going to start redoing them. Here's the second part of the video. Genetics we added. And then there's the video. I apologize. And then the thing before was the PowerPoints. Okay. For genetics. There's a short little genetics there. There is PowerPoint. Now, review questions are completely optional. Okay. If you click on that, they're questions that are simply following the notes, and then I also give you the answers. Okay. So you can review this, and then if you click on this, you'll see the answers as well. Hopefully this works here. Okay, yes, there's the answers there. I've had a few students ask me for that. I know it helps me if I'm sitting trying to concentrate to sort of have something to focus on. Now, you can see right here, anatomy and physiology, the notes and lectures are optional. I started posting this because I had students who had taken me for anatomy and physiology and requested that. These are completely optional, and you can do the ones that maybe you feel you need to review. For example, chapter 3 is the shape of the cell. If you feel that something in the structure of the cell, that sounds so simple, but it is fairly long. If you feel that something you're weak in, you can look that over, just watch the video, have a little review, but these are optional. There are some that I suggest you review, but you can see I try to put that in the title. I'm not going to go through every week, but you can see also the dates here. Okay. And for the most part, I made the quiz due the Friday through Monday after the week ends. I'll show you that in just a minute. Let's just finish up here. Okay, here's videos, here's PowerPoint notes, and then blood review, which is a good review from A&P. So that's the gist of content. And you could see all the way down to the bottom here It goes right through the end. Course technology, if you like to look at that. I don't use voice threads in this class. They're cool, but I just don't use them. Okay, so under discussions, we will be using the discussion board. Here's directions how to use it if you don't know. And here are those case study directions. And once again, bear with us. This whole format is new, teaching-wise in D2L, but also with this case study, we tried to modify it so everybody's doing it at 1 week. Okay, so here are the directions. You will basically have 1 case study and 2 responses. So I have directions here. You'll post your case study by Wednesday of the week they're due in week 11. Okay, and then after that, and here's the directions of what should be in the case study. It could be somebody that you've had in the past. Don't use names, please. It could be something you find. I like it when students use things that they've experienced. It just makes it very interesting for all of us, okay? So you want to provide history and patient description. I'm not going to read through all this. You can read through those directions because I'm already getting long-winded, okay? You could use a patient. You could also say Mrs. S or Mr. T or whatever. Mr. T. Yeah. Anyway, you guys probably don't even know who he is. And then here's an example of that case study, just to give you an idea. You can also, once you write your case study, write a few questions if you want. It's up to you. As long as you have the basic information, you can expand on that. Now, you will have 2 responses to the case studies, which will be due by Sunday of week 11. 5 points for each. The case study itself is 9 points. And then I ask you to post the actual diagnosis the week after so we can all have a chance to look at your case studies. That gives you 10. So the total for this case studies is 20 points. It can be a nice boost to your grade. So I would recommend taking a little time on these, okay? So 2 responses. You'll respond to 2 case studies. If there's already 2 comments, please choose another case study so then everybody could get a response. It just makes it more fun, okay? And if everybody has 2, which probably won't happen, you can post a 3rd. Comment on the content. Do not copy other people's work. Please support with supporting research. So, Susie, I liked your case study. I agree. In cases of breast cancer, blah, blah, blah. I found this from this resource. You could use the book as one. You can also use articles. I ask you to use peer-reviewed resources rather than websites. I think it makes a stronger argument. And the response needs to only be 1 to 2 paragraphs, and then your cited material. Week 12, you will post a diagnosis to your own case study just to sort of tie things in. Okay, so you're posting a case study. Oh, and by the way, if nobody gets the right diagnosis, you get an extra credit point. You just email me just to make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, so in here, you will click on this and then start a new thread to post your case study and then respond to threads that are case studies. So you'll be able to respond to a case study there. Okay. Then that's all in week 11. And don't forget, you can always turn a case study now. This is where you will post your diagnosis. You need to post before you see other people's, which I don't know, just try and make it a little fun. Okay. So that's your case study. Like I said, you can absolutely start working on it now if you want. Okay, so that's under discussion. So far we have all course content under content. Your discussion is here. All tests and quizzes will be here. So what will happen is when you click on quizzes, I have it set up to look like you will see. And you'll be able to click on it, enter the quiz, and take the quiz. Now, All quizzes except this one quiz does not use our proctoring system, which is the next and last thing that I want to talk to you about. You will have 3 exams, one in week 5, one in week 10, and then one during finals week, and we already looked at those dates. With those 3 exams, you will use respondus. Okay, respondus is a proctoring system. You will download it to your computer. I'm looking for the widget. Here it is. Okay, so where I am right now, I came back to my main page. Okay, to download the respondus proctoring system, come to this main page where all your classes are listed. Excuse me. Come down here. Okay. Respondus is a lockdown browser and monitor. I look at every single one of these. Okay, so please follow my directions very, very clearly. Once you download it, you will access all exams through respondus. So that's how my PowerPoints come out. That's not working. I don't think I have it here, but it'll look like this. You'll double click it. It'll open right into Blackboard. And you'll enter Blackboard the same way you normally do, and you'll take your exam. Okay? So you will click there to download and install it. You can read the directions, quick start guide. Heck, you could read this if you want to. I don't think that'll really give you any insight on how to follow it. It's very, very easy. So once you get that downloaded, you can come in to your course. We're back in the course. All right, this is how you'll see it. I had it on teacher view. Okay. You're going to go through the respondus app. You'll come to this spot and you'll take the quiz. Very important. If you click on this, I have directions, which I'm going to run through in just a second. Okay. And try to I don't even think it's letting me enter it. If you click on it, asks for a password, you've done it incorrectly. It will open this quiz, this practice quiz will open right up if you've done it correctly. Okay, so let's just say we've gone through the respondus app, right? Click. We end up in D2L. We come under quizzes because we want to practice. I set this up so you can practice using respondus. So you're not using it for the first time on an exam. This is worth 1 point, okay? Now, if you take it before your first exam, I will give you a point. How's that? An extra credit point. So this quiz reviews the material in the document below. It's an open book quiz. By taking it, submitting it, you agree to the terms following in the document. If you're found in violation, you will receive a 0 and an academic warning. Okay. More than 1 0, we're starting to have even more aggressive repercussions. So please just don't. I hate it when I catch students cheating. I truly, truly do. It just breaks my heart. But I also just can't let that happen. So for this quiz, just this one where you're practicing with respondus, you mean take the notes. Once you finish, I'll add a point. Okay. Now you're going to take your computer, if it's a laptop, and basically do 360. Okay. Look up, look down, make sure that you are at a desk or a table. If you're not, sit in a chair. If you're on you know what? I don't even want you on a bed. Okay. Be at a desk or a table because people hide stuff in beds. The desk or table must be completely clear of any objects other than your computer, no food, no vapes. You've got, if you have a blank piece of paper, to show both sides. Keep your eyes on the computer screen. If you consistently look away, you'll be flagged and checked for cheating. The room must be quiet. You cannot have people in there. Now, I know y'all have kids. My kids are scratching at my door right now. If they come in, which kids are wont to do, just, I'm taking a test, and I'll hear it when I'm looking at the exams, and the kid will say, but Mom, I want, a ham sandwich. And you'll say, taking a test. So just talk out loud. Okay. So if you have to, we had a student use the bathroom, took Jared, and more have used it. So cannot have earbuds in, can't have your ears covered unless you have religious garb. And we are all female professors. So if you do have religious garb, please talk to your professor so we can work that out, because we do need to make sure that you don't have earbuds in. Keep the webcam on your face, but try to keep your face in the center. If you move it too much one way or the other, it'll flag you for cheating. Don't sit in front of a window because the light behind you will flag again and again as well. After you do the environmental scan, you may not leave your computer, cannot reach for objects. Okay, so this is how the scan goes. Laptops and iPads, stand up and walk at least 6 feet away so I can see there's nothing on you. After showing the entire area is clear, and once again, do a 360 with your computer. Show up, show down, show under your desk, okay? Then use a mirror to show your computer and underneath your laptop. So if you have a desktop, I would just buy a separate webcam, and you could wire it so it shows your entire body the whole time. Because don't forget, we're trying to protect you guys as well as, trying to not let people cheat, okay? So use a webcam to scan. If you have a desktop, you use a webcam to scan the entire area, left, right, up, down, wall space behind the computer, behind your back. You even show the chair, okay? All sides of the computer. You can use a full-length mirror. I had a student who did that, and I could watch him the whole time. It was really nice. Make sure you show all sides, okay? So that is the basic gist of respondus. You'll have a chance to practice it with this quiz, and then also if you have any questions, I'm happy to go over it for you. Underneath quizzes, you'll have weekly quizzes that will pop up as they're due. So for example, week 1 quiz I open Friday in the morning, and it's open until Monday at noon. So that will pop up underneath here, quiz 1, and then it'll close Monday at noon. Please note, I do not reopen quizzes. Make sure you're watching the quizzes. All the dates are clearly posted. I'll show you where to look for that in just a second. Now, your exams are under quizzes too. I know it's a little confusing, but any sort of test or quiz will be under quizzes. Coming under, bear with me as this is all new to me. If you go to, I think it's Course Home. I know there is a list. I'm so sorry. This is new to me too. If you all work to do. There it is. Okay. So let me just show you again. Course Home. If you come down to work to do, other than completing the notes and videos, if you pop into here, you will see week 1, chapter 1, upcoming work. It closes Monday, September 4th. So these are the closing dates. I know there was somewhere. Okay. All right. Well, note that these are the closing dates. So you want to make sure that you get those quizzes done in time, because I will not reopen them. So if you feel like you're going to forget, you can go in and look at all these dates and put them in your phone. That's what I do. Okay. All right. Wait, I think that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Please, watch this maybe a couple times just to get a gist of this. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help. All right, welcome to Path. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.